All right. Welcome back. Hey guys, Fringe.
Hello guys, this is Prince from Ledger CST, and we are back with a new Ask Us Anything live session.
Absolutely.
And if you got any questions into crypto or market in general, you can go for it, and we try to help you as much as possible.
Yeah, and we've got someone from marketing as well, so that would be JJ in that side of your screen, but he'll be joining in 5 minutes. He's currently stuck in a meeting, I think, but Fringe and I will pick up the questions first. So if you guys have any questions, now's the time. Fringe, how are you today?
Doing well, almost close to weekend, and yeah, not a bad day in crypto.
Excellent. I've heard you might be traveling soon. Is that
Yep,
is that true?
I'm going back to my country and like India, and then I'll be staying there for a month and coming back in next month. Like I won't be like I'll be still working, but just working from my home.
Excellent. Maybe you'll meet some Ledger Indian Ledger users.
Yeah, maybe. Let's hope not, but let's see.
All right, guys. So I think there's a bunch of questions. Okay, so people are trickling in. Yeah, hey guys. Yeah, we've got Dave in the chat, Sukinia, Tal, Charles White. Hey, Charles. All right, so yeah, again, guys, this is the Ledger Support team. We are here to answer your questions. So yeah, just drop everything in the chat, and yeah, we'll pick them up. So,
Yeah.
Pringe, what's up?
So the first question is from Dave McFly. Hi guys, does Ledger support Lunacy token? Thanks for your support. Thanks for supporting us. Okay, so the short answer is yes. Like the Ledger device supports Lunacy token, but Ledger Live does not support this network at the moment. But users can still use TerraStation app on the phone or on the extension and create a Ledger Lunacy address and send their assets to it. So it's possible. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I think there is a new app called Rebel Station because the Lunacy
Yeah.
community like
Oh
created their
yes,
own little thing. I mean, Terra Station is still working, but now they've got their own rebranded Lunacy rebranded app called Rebel, and we have an article in the help center that shows you guys how to use it.
exactly. Next is Sakina. Yo, cheers from Portugal. Cheers, man. Next is Tai. Hi, all. Next is Chuck White. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Hey, check.
Next is Sneakers Champ. Hey, can I transfer on Ledger Nano X Volt to new stacks? Yes, it's possible. You just have to use your 24-word seed phrase, and then you can restore the new device with the same 24-word seed phrase, and you get access to the same accounts. Next,
Ledger Vault, two stacks. What is it?
I think Ledger Nano X, and then there was like a miscommunication, I guess, to new stacks, but I think that's what he meant from Ledger Nano X to stacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Next is Tai. Will Ledger be supporting Tap XTP? Okay, so you need to check what's the
Tap
token.
XTP. Interesting. All right. Okay. Yeah, Tap XTP. I have to say I'm not familiar with
Yep.
this
If you
coin.
can, yeah, if you can send us the coin market or CoinGecko link, then we'll give you a more accurate answer.
Yeah, maybe
The
we can
next,
explain like how it
yeah,
works, like how we add new coins. Maybe like that would give folks like some context.
yeah. So usually, if it's an ERC or BEP or Polygon token, so sorry, ERC or BEP or Tron tokens, then you can just send us the contract address in the link, and then we have a internal list that we maintain where we keep on adding the new projects there. But if it's a mainnet coin, then yeah, then in that case, the main community has to they'll build an app and submit it to us for security audit. And once the audit takes place and if all the bugs are resolved, then we'll release it to the users. And that takes a little bit more time than adding a token in Ledger Live. So,
Got it. And always, guys, like always keep Ledger Live up to date. Whenever you see like a notification to update,
yeah,
update Ledger Live because new tokens are. This is how we list new tokens. Basically, like each update brings new tokens to Ledger Live.
next is Leng Zai. Does Ledger Stacks support Solana NFTs? I think not at the beginning, but over a period of time, yeah, we want to support different NFT projects and communities. So I think at the launch, it will be supporting Polygon and Ethereum, and soon we will be adding new blockchains as well.
I think it's like whenever the Nano X will support Solana NFT, then Stax will also
Yeah,
be supporting the
definitely.
Solana NFTs. So if we happen to support Solana NFTs before the Stax is released, then probably the Stax will also support those NFT.
Exactly. Next is Need Repair. Hi, love from India. Hello. Next is Sneaker Stamp, Ledger Gold to Stax. And okay, thanks. Okay. So yeah, that was the question. Nano X to Stax. Next is Need Repair. TRC20 out of energy bug for Ledger phone app. So I think it's fixed, right, for iOS.
Yeah. So iOS, I'm not sure actually, but you might
Okay.
wanna because like a new version of the iOS app just dropped today, right? So I think that one might have fixed the issue because it's definitely fixed on desktop.
Mhm.
But I just downloaded. Let me check because there's a version that just dropped like today, and I think that
Okay.
one solves the issue as well. So you might wanna
Update.
go into updates. You might not get the automatic updates, so you might wanna like go into the what you call it, the app store, and
Mhm.
then manually update the app and see like try the transaction again, and that should fix it. If it doesn't fix it, then use desktop for now.
And
It's
also you can use Chrome Scan or Chrome Link, a mobile app as well, and connect it with your Ledger device via Bluetooth and then you can still send the sets if you want.
mm,
That's still working as well. Next is Sneakers Champ. Exactly. Thanks. Okay. Welcome. Lengzai, can the stacks show Solana NFTs on the screen? Yes. So once, we support the Solana NFTs, then it will be displayed. You can use it as like wallpaper and it can be displayed on the screen, like Ethereum and Polygon NFTs that are already being supported. So
yeah. What's really cool about Stacks is like not only you can display an NFT, but you can display anything you want, right? Like if you have a picture on your phone, like a nice
yeah.
picture you take, or like a picture of your girlfriend or your husband or whatever, then you can totally like upload that to the Stacks. It doesn't have to be just an NFT. You can put any picture on it, which is really cool.
Exactly. Next is Lengzai, Ray McIntosh. Are there any ledgers with ledger screen so someone is able to see and the seed phrase? Sorry, I'm getting old. My vision is not that best. So yeah, Ray, in that way, that's the reason we are launching this new device called Stax, and it will have a bigger screen for the users to see what transactions they are signing and what addresses they are sending their funds to. And yeah, that's what Stax targets basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be starting to be shipped from April, I guess, for now, next year, this year.
Yeah, shipping April. I think like we've paused like pre-orders right now
Mhm.
because like we had too much demand, so we
Mhm.
cannot fulfill like new pre-orders. So I think the pre-orders have been will soon or have been like paused for now, but then we'll start like shipping the first batch of device in April.
Yeah.
Pretty excited. Are you guys getting one or
Sorry.
well? Are you getting a device as well?
Yeah, I think we'll get the device because we need to test it, and if we have any users facing some issue, we'll need to reproduce it on our end too. So we'll get the device,
Yeah,
and yeah,
cool.
we'll help so with all the issues. Next is Sukina. It's shame not to be able to stake Matic directly on Ledger Live. That's not correct, is it? No, that's correct. It's not possible to stake Matic directly from a Ledger Live. You will need to first send your Matic to Ethereum address and on the Ethereum network,
Mm-hmm.
and then you need to connect your device to Polygon wallet, and then you'll be able to stake your Matic from there. We also have
Yeah.
a video tutorial on this channel itself. You can check it out. It explains step by step. And also, I think Polygon staking is coming in real life via I think Stater Labs, but it's still in the works, so there's no ETA. But soon it will be possible to do it directly from Ledger Live.
Yeah, there is the option to stake it via Lido as well, but not the Lido in Ledger Live. There is like many different options you can choose.
Mhm.
Lido is cool because like you can do liquid staking with it. So yeah.
Next is Terry, completely new to Ledger. Is the app for iOS Apple trustworthy? Yes. So if you download the app from App Store, Ledger Live, and I think you'll see the how many number of downloads and everything. Then yeah, it's completely safe. And if it's not safe, just to make sure that it does not ask you to enter your 24-word seed phrase. If that's the case, then it's a fake app. And if it's not, then you just ask you to connect the device and set it up, and then you're good to go. And if you have any issues, you can always reach out to us on social channels, and then we'll help you out in setting up the device.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Ty. Thanks. I'll send some info on the tap token. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
We'll check it out for you.
Yeah. Totally. Like the draw. Yeah. Send the crypto.com. Sorry. The CoinMarketCap link. That's the best.
Next is Jesus Cruz. My HBAR deposit did not make it back to my exchange because I forgot to add memo tag. When I click View in Explore, it takes me to a Kabuto named service website. I need the transaction ID, please. So, Jesus, you can do one thing. You can take the HBAR address and go to Hedera website, and there will be Explorer, and then in any Explorer, just copy and paste your address, and you'll see the transaction, the latest transaction ID, and you can see on which date the transaction has been made, and you'll get the transaction ID from there. And then you just need to reach out to your exchange support with this transaction ID, and then they'll just send the funds to your account. It's that they have the funds, but since there's no memo tag, they don't know which account to send your funds to. So it's not lost, but they just need some extra information from you to send it to your account to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like keep in mind that the exchange, like it will take resources for the exchange to do it because they'll have to pull an engineer probably from their, from like someone that's doing something else at the moment to just get your coins back. So it's possible that the exchange will charge you a fraction of the amount to recover. So just keep that in mind. But it's probably worth it to get the coins back. But exchanges are known to do this just because they, yeah.
Next is Dave McFly. Does Ledger support BNB Smart Chain NFTs? So Dave, not yet, but hopefully it's coming in future because we want to support more NFTs and more blockchains as well. So yeah. See, Chuck White, correct. Auto update in IONS is not working. Okay, yeah. So we don't usually give auto updates like because sometimes the users' phones are too old, and if they update, like if the app updates automatically, they might be locked out of their funds for some time since they are not able to connect it, and that's why it's like manual update most of the time. So yeah. Next is Jungle Forever, brand new to crypto. Thank you guys for doing these lives. Welcome. Ray
Yeah, and
McIntosh. So yeah, sorry.
well, I think we can we can take a moment to explain like what we're doing, why we're doing this, and also like when we're doing this. So the reason why we're doing this is because we know that you guys are being frustrated because the tickets are pretty slow. We've been very slow to answer tickets since FTX. Like we've had so many inquiries, and so the team is trying to catch up. We're ramping up effort, but of course it's taking more time than usual. So we decided to do more lives like that so you guys have an outlet, right? And you've got a point and somewhere to ask your questions directly. So we'll do those lives like pretty regularly, almost every day, right?
Yep. From Monday to Friday, and yeah, at least on one of the social platforms that we are on, and then we'll also tweet about it. So if you're not following us on Twitter, you can just go to Twitter and then just type ledger_support, and it will have a golden tick mark next to our name, and that's the legit account. And then just follow it, and then you'll get the updates. And
Yeah, exactly. And so if you know one of your friends who needs help with a Ledger product or has an issue, you can also share the link with them so they can join the next AMA. And the idea is like to like sort of jump the queue and get your issue resolved faster because there is actually a lot of issues that we can just resolve. Like you just ask the question in the chat, we'll give you the answer, and then that's it. And that will save you like days of waiting for a response on emails.
yep. Next is Jungle Forever. Are your devices from Amazon safe? So short answer is yes, they are safe. There's no issues as long as it's like official reseller for Ledger devices. Just make sure that your device is not preceded, like the recovery phrase is set up by you. You set up the pin code, and once you connect it to your Ledger Live app, it will verify the genuinity of the device. And if it's a fake or tampered device, it will not pass the genuine check, and that's how you'll know your device is not the real one. And then you can contact our team or Amazon and return the device and get a new one.
I feel like it's a misconception that Amazon devices are not safe because they come from France, right? They are shipped from Vierzon, like where the Ledger factory is. But yeah, of course you have to be careful, like not to get a tampered device, like Prince just explained. If you see like a recovery phrase as well with words in it in the box, that's also a red flag. So just be careful. Typically, when you start the device, if you see the welcome screen, where it shows Ledger, the Ledger logo followed by the welcome screen, then you're good.
Yep. Next is Chuck White. Stake ERC20 Matic via Ledger Live. So it's not possible via Ledger Live. You need to use Polygon Web Wallet, and we have a video tutorial on this channel as well, as I said earlier. And also we have a help center article on our website that you can use to guide you through this process. And soon it would be possible to stake via Ledger Live. For now, that's not possible. Next is K Harris. Can Ledger be reset? So yes, it can be reset because you can just enter the three pin code, like three incorrect pin code, and then it will just reset to factory settings, and it will ask you to again set it up with a new recovery phrase or just restore with the existing recovery phrase.
Yeah, but be careful, never reset a device I mean, sometimes there are accidental resets, right, during a firmware update, especially with older devices like a Nano S,
Hmm.
less with new devices, but you should never reset a device if you don't have the recovery phrase. Because again, the recovery phrase is your private keys. If you lose your private keys and the device resets, the device will wipe the private keys they have in its memory, right? And then there is no way to recover your coins. So be very careful. Again, guys, the private keys are to be secured, and that's your recovery phrase. So keep your recovery phrase safe.
Next is Brady Goat. Thanks for your lives lately. They are very useful. Is there any intention date for implementing native XTC support besides the ERC20? So for now, there is XTC native integration is not on the roadmap, but yeah, once we have finished working on current integrations, we'll be able to focus on the new projects. Next is Lengzai. What's the difference between native Segwit and Taproot?
I can
You want
take
to go
that
for it
one.
then?
Yeah, so there are just two different account types that the Bitcoin network supports. So native Segwit accounts were implemented from 2017 or 2018-ish, and Taproot accounts are more recent. I think it was 2020 or 2021. The main difference is Taproot accounts are like you can do more creative stuff on the Bitcoin blockchain with Taproot accounts. So for example, you can do multi-sigs that are more private. So like a Taproot transaction will look a Taproot multi-sig transaction will look no different than a normal transaction. So if you do a multi-sig setup, someone looking at the blockchain will not be able to tell that okay, that's a multi-sig. Someone setting up a multi-sig, so maybe they have multiple ledger devices. Instead, it will just look like a normal transaction. So that's one of the advantages of using a Taproot account. But for now, like the most of the innovation that could be built on Taproot accounts has not happened yet. The community is still building up new apps, but in the future, maybe in the next 5 years, you'll see more apps on Bitcoin that will leverage Taproot accounts. Right now, most of the activity is happening on Segwit accounts, and legacy accounts as well.
Yep. Now next is Kerberos. Battery charging error for months. Haven't been able to reach support. So Kerberos, if you have already an open support ticket with us, you can just drop down the case number in the chat, and we'll escalate this to our team, and someone will get back to you before end of the like after the end of the session, and we try to help you as quickly as possible. And yeah, again, this is due to the high backlog which we got after the FTX collapse, so that's why I apologize for this. Next is TWH. Hi guys, when Cardano support? So it's in works, but unfortunately we don't have an ETA yet. But it's definitely going to come soon. So let's just keep your fingers crossed and wait for it. Next is Jason Cruz. I can not get StatStack to be installed on my Windows PC. In order to connect my ledger to a Bitcoin full node, there are no
Uh,
videos online for the tutorial.
Yeah, so yeah, apologies for that. I know the documentation on Stax is very bare bone.
Hmm.
We'll need to improve that. I think that's one of my projects to create a video on showing you how to create like how to set up a Bitcoin node and connect Ledger Live to it and then push transactions to the node. I haven't got around to do this yet, but it's gonna come at some point. Yeah, yeah. It will be posted on the YouTube channel as well. Sorry, apologies. Like the documentation is not great. Makes a lot of assumption about what people already know about Linux and command line and things like that.
Yeah. Next is EOS for the games. When is Legistax launching?
The stacks.
Yeah.
Um, we're not sure. I mean, they're gonna ship like the current batch of pre-order devices is gonna ship in April. So yeah, you should get your device around that, and then yeah, we'll go from there. We just want to make sure that when you get the device, it's a good device, right? It's not like a device that's gonna, be buggy or like have screen issues or things like that. We just want you guys to have the best experience. So if we need to take more time to make a better device, then we'll probably take that time. But so far, April seems to be the date for, deliveries.
Next is Drew. When is Thorchain support? So Thorchain is already supported by Ledger device. So you can connect your Ledger device to Thorchain wallet and start creating your address and sending the funds. Native integration of Thorchain is not on the roadmap for now. But yeah, again, hopefully once we start supporting more blockchain and finish with them, maybe we could squeeze Thorchain next in the list. Next is Ty Lambert. Challenge: I have transferred Matic to my ledger. Initially, this went to the correct location, Polygon. However, a transfer store as different Matic. How can I get help to resolve this? So, Ty, did you send it to your? If you send it to your Polygon account and you see it in your Polygon ledger Polygon account on the Polygon network, then you can do one thing. You can connect your device to Hop Exchange, which is a bridge, and you can send your tokens from Polygon Matic account to Ethereum account, and then yeah, you'll have a transaction fees, of course, but then you'll be able to bridge the tokens from one network to another. And we also have a center article that explains the steps. So if you just go to ledger.com and support tab, you'll just type in hop, and then you'll have the article and instructions to how to bridge your tokens from Matic network to Ethereum network.
And once it's in your Ethereum account, then you can stake it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Next is Lengzai. Does Ledger has a company based in Australia? No, we are based in France.
Yeah. But maybe resellers. I'm sure we have a couple of resellers. So if you want to buy devices, like there's probably a reseller in Sydney and Brisbane and all the big cities. But we have a resellers page on the house owner, right?
On the website, yeah.
On
Just
the
need to
website.
type, just need to type Google reseller Ledger, and then you'll see the list. You can select the region where you're located, and then it'll show you all the different official Ledger resellers in the list.
Yeah. And if there's none, maybe there is a business opportunity to become the first reseller, the first Australian reseller.
Yeah. Next is Henvik. I have multiple ledgers, 2 and 3x, 2 and 3 plus. Now I don't know how ledger life can be adjusted to a ledger I'm currently using, so I can get an overview of what's happening through ledger life. Okay, so he has multiple ledgers with different seed phrases, and he needs to he uses just one ledger life, and he wants to know how can we keep them separate.
We have a video. We have a video that explains that, like how to connect multiple devices to one computer that runs Ledger Live. It's not really difficult. You just like add your accounts using your different devices as you would normal account with just one device. But what you need to be careful is just properly label each different account to say, well, let's say for example you've got one Nano S Plus, one Nano X, then you wanna, maybe your Bitcoin accounts from your Nano X, you wanna call it Bitcoin Nano X, and then the other account, I don't know, like Ethereum Nano S Plus, things like that. Just make it clear which account belongs to what device, and keep all your recovery phrases as well. Okay, super important. Don't think that okay, I've got one recovery phrase, maybe that's gonna be valid for two devices. It's not the case. Each recovery phrase represents one set of private keys, and those private keys unlock different accounts. So you need to keep all of those.
Yeah, and since you have 2 and 3 devices, so I think you'll need to first name your device first, LNX1, LNX2, LNX3, and then you can create an account and like LNX Ethereum 1, LNX 1 Ethereum 2, or something like that. Because you have multiple devices, like you just have 2 devices, it would have been easier, but you can still do it. And if you don't want to do this, you can just create a new user account inside your computer and install Ledger Live on that user as well. And then you can maybe create 2 or 3 different user accounts and install Ledger Live on each user account, and that way you'll be able to see only that particular device. But you have to remember which device you use to which user account, so that way it'll be easier. Next is Jacob. When Arweave? Okay, so Arweave is in works, and our team is working on it, but we don't have an ETA yet. But it's coming soon. That's what I'm going to say. I'm repeating, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we can't give you an ETA, guys. Sorry, it's in the works. That's the best we can say.
Next is JFab. I don't see my stake cryptos on Ledger Nano X. While I transferring cryptos to the Ledger, I was given a choice to stake cryptos and I accepted, but I can't see the stake points. Thanks. Jay, you need to give us which token you are referring to, so maybe we can give you a more accurate reply to this.
Yeah, because it's pretty common, right? So a lot of staked coins disappear from Ledger Live. It looks like they're gone, but they're actually still there. It's just that Ledger Live doesn't detect them when they turn from regular coins to stake coins. So yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and you can just copy and paste your address on any blockchain explorer, and you can see, and then it will show you all the assets in your account. So don't worry. Next is Hank. Oh, that's a lot of questions. Okay. Next is Hank. Is there a video of this, or can this be explained?
Of what?
Having two multiple Ledger devices. So we have a video. We have a video, and it's on this page itself, so you can do it.
Yeah, go to video tab, and I think the video is called how to manage multiple devices, something like that.
Yeah. Next is Vasilis. How can we find the private key in the Ledger X? So if you want to find the private key, you will need to enter your private forwards online on a computer, of course. But we wouldn't recommend that. But in case you are want to restore or recover your access to accounts when you don't have the device at the moment, we have a help center article that explains that. It's called export your accounts, and it will show you the step by step method on how
Yeah.
to export it.
I think it's worth saying that you already have your private keys, right? They are your recovery phrase is the combination of all your private keys for all your different accounts. So in a sense, you already have your private keys. It's just they look like a phrase instead of just a bunch of numbers. So keep that in mind. And as Prince was saying, it's definitely not recommended to extract individual private key for each account because you'll expose your recovery phrase online. Anyone getting your recovery phrase, if there is malware on your computer, for example, will be able to access your accounts and steal your funds. So definitely not recommended.
Yeah. Next is Felix. How to MEV, guys?
You know how to do it, Felix. Come on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, guys, but he's working with us, guys. So that's why that's why we told this.
Felix is trolling us.
Yeah. A down, we stay down. Oh, a down, we stay down. Can you stake Matic on Lido? And do you have to switch from Matic network to ERC20?
I think yes, you have to. I think you have to have it in your Ethereum account. It doesn't matter. I'll have to check actually. Maybe Lido staking. Maybe Lido staking can be done from Polygon, but native staking definitely from Ethereum. I'm not sure with Lido. I would suspect it's also from an Ethereum account, but it might be possible from a Polygon account.
Yeah, I'm just checking it. So liquid Polygon.
Yeah, you might have the option. It would be actually
Yeah,
cool to have it. Yeah, did you find the
I
answer?
guess so. Yeah, it's but I think it's on Etherscan, so I don't know. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's on Ethereum as well, so it's not on the
Yeah,
or maybe in future.
yeah.
But it's cool. Next is Zach. My ledger got reset like 3 times in last week due to static charge. Wonder it's a design problem. So don't worry, Zach. Maybe there is issue with the device, and if there's in case of a physical defect, we'll replace the device for you. You just need to go to our website ledger.com and support tab. And there's a contact us button on the bottom right. Just click on that or reach out to our team. Drop the case number here, and we'll escalate this to our team, and someone will help you assist, like fix it or then replace it if needed. So don't worry. Next is Kerberos. Okay, he's dropped his ticket number. Now, so don't worry, Kerberos. We'll pick it up and we'll escalate this to our team. Next is JFab. One of the transaction IDs XRP. Okay, and JFab. What was the question? I don't see. Okay, he staked. You staked XRP. I don't think XRP can be staked right now.
No. XRP is not a proof of stake blockchain, so it cannot be staked.
So that is the reason you're not seeing your coins in Ledger. But
Well, let me pick up the transaction real quick. I'll look it up. What's the problem again? Like,
he said that he doesn't see the staked coins on Ledger NanoX. While transferring the cryptos to Ledger, he was given a choice to stake cryptos, and he accepted it, but he can't see the stake coins.
ooh, that sounds a little
Phishing.
dangerous here. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
like a phishing attempt here. XRP cannot be
Staked.
staked. So I don't know who told you could stake your coins, but definitely stop interacting with the person that told you that. Create a ticket and we'll get back to you. But that doesn't sound like someone who wants you any good. Be careful, guys. A lot of scammers in crypto. So you have to protect yourself. Don't if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And scammers will try to get your coins. They will promise money. They will promise free coins. They will tell you to share your recovery phrase because you need to upgrade your device or things like that. But what they want really is to steal your coins. So you have to be very, very careful. Always ask us if you have a question. Just come to the live, ask us the question, and then we'll we'll help you out. Okay.
Yep. Next is Negi. Where can I check the percentage what I get from staked assets on Ledger Live? Like APY, I guess he's asking for the APY. So I think APY will need to check on the blockchain because the assets are not staked inside Ledger Live. It's staked on the blockchain, so it'll show you the same. Like if you stake it via any other platform, it will be the same percentage. But yeah, I think there's no automatic way of seeing like how much percentage of staked assets he's getting in rewards, right? Like there's no. way to see it
Um,
in Ledger Live for now. So,
or like as a, like a pie chart kind of thing.
yeah, like percentage growth in a staked sets.
Ah,
Like,
right, APRs and APYs and stuff. No,
mhm.
you'll have to usually like some block explorers will give you this information. It depends, but if you tell me like which assets you're talking about, then I can probably help you here.
Or maybe you can also do one thing. You can use a portfolio tracker. There are a few of them inside Ledger Live, and then you can just they'll just add your address there, and then it will automatically track the portfolio and see how much growth and rewards you have made. That's also possible. Next is Lengzai. Are you guys using ChatGPT to answer out question?
No, we don't, but
No.
maybe we will in the future. If
Next
it
is
becomes good enough to be able to select the correct answer, then maybe we will, because it will make if you can make support better, that's the answer. If you can make support better, then we will eventually, but for now, no, we don't use it.
next is EOS for the games. Unfortunately, I wiped my ledger to do a firmware update, and my seed phrases won't work. Is it possible the words I was given did not sync with the internet or something? I need help getting my funds back. Okay, so I think his firmware like reset the device, and he's now getting invalid recovery phrase error. So unfortunately, if the device is showing that the recovery phrase is invalid, then it's possible that you didn't. Maybe there are three options. Like first, the recovery phrase was not noted down correctly, or maybe there's one or two words that was not noted down correctly, or the order in which you inserted the recovery phrase inside the device was not correct. So you can check out this, and if it still says invalid, then yeah, I think since it's a self custody model, often we are not able to do much. Like we won't be able to help you much in this. So yeah,
Mm.
recovery phrase, guys. Recovery phrase is the main. That's why you can also do one thing. You can check the recovery, like use the recovery check app when you set up the device, and then check up the recovery phrase, and then start sending funds to it, so it's easier and safe that way.
Yeah, we need to change the name recovery phrase to private keys, I think. So it,
Yeah.
or seed phrase or whatever, something that sounds a little more urgent and
Serious. Yeah.
like, yeah, and precious. Yeah.
Next is Debnam. Greetings to everyone. Happy New Year and happy Thursday.
Hey, you
Happy.
too. Thanks a lot.
Mike, is it possible to run several different Ledger hardware wallet under one Ledger Live account? Yes, it is possible, and I think Felix already answered for it.
Hmm.
Okay. Next is Drew. A friend of mine is struggling with his Ledger Nano X. Windows won't recognize the device anymore, but it does charge. I tried his Ledger on my PC and it still doesn't work. No problems with S. Drew, do you make sure that you're using like always try to use Ledger Live in or use this admin mode, and try doing that, and also try changing the USB cable. Maybe that could be fixing the issue, or what else can be the case of that? What do you think?
Um, Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to this question.
Yeah,
I'll
it was
probably
just
take.
it
Yeah.
was just a Windows connection issue. So I
Mm-hmm.
think I asked like maybe
Won't
it's like you're
recognize the
not,
device.
yeah,
Ah.
not running in admin mode, or maybe try switching the cables. That will help. But if nothing helps, you can reach out to us and we'll replace the device if this it's not working
Yeah.
as it should be.
Yeah. 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 Connection issues are like you might want to try different ports. I don't know if you talked about this before, Prince, but
But I think we also have this issue, right? Like some
mm.
people are like, if you're using an older version of Windows, then also you
Ah.
might face this
Yeah.
issue. So
Yeah. 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 That's true. Yeah. Windows 10, guys. Windows 10.
yeah.
It's time to update now, right? Windows 7 is not supported. Microsoft is going to stop supporting Windows 8, or has already stopped supporting Windows 8.
Yeah.
It will just introduce so many security issues if you continue using those old OS.
Yeah, I think
For
it's normal Windows 10, so I guess maybe it's a normal connection issue, or if it doesn't work, we'll still replace the device. Don't worry.
Yeah, try different cables, try different ports in your computer, try closing everything. Make sure you're not behind a like a proxy, or an enterprise fire
VPN.
yeah, VPN or things like that. Yeah, a lot of things can get in the way this way.
Yeah. And also make sure that admin mode. I think it's the most common one that fixes it. So next is Sophia. I've been trying to open app on my Ledger Nano S, and that's the question. Maybe you can complete the question, Sophia. So maybe we'll get back to you on this one.
Hmm.
Next is C White. Really good Ledger Help Center article regarding recovery phrase best practices, discussing using recovery check app for setting up the device. So yeah, that's why we have got a lot of educational content on the website. But yeah, I just need to go it, and there's a lot of informative stuff there. So
Okay. Yeah, I think that's Charles, right, from Ledger.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that Charles?
She,
I'm pretty sure.
yes, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Next is Drew. Thank you for the tips. You're welcome.
Yeah, no worries, Drew. And I think that's the end of the chat. But we've
Yep.
got a couple questions on Twitter as well.
Okay, we can take them.
So Dex CQC is asking, I'm waiting for Arbitrum Network on Ledger Live. Thanks. Yeah,
Arbitrum.
yeah, Arbitrum. It's coming. It's coming. We are going to start like integrating layer twos. So they are coming, and I think Arbitrum might be the first one to be integrated in Ledger Live, and then we'll go down the list like Optimism, Starknet. I'm guessing like all of those. It's pretty exciting. I can't wait personally because Ethereum is quite expensive. So if we can use yeah, it's good to have layer twos. Yeah, Guri Schwab is asking, hey, I set up a passphrase on my ledger with the temporary passphrase. After I finished it, I turned the ledger off and on again, but I do not know how to get in the new wallet for my ledger.
So,
Hmm. Yeah,
so either
go for
like,
it.
so Guri, you can do one thing like if you have set up using a passphrase, then you'll have to again, enter the passphrase and then unlock the device. Uh, and then if you have a pin, then you can just unlock it with that pin, and then it will give you like access to the new passphrase accounts. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm guessing they use the second option, like you can attach to a pin or set as temporary. If you
yeah,
don't attach it to a pin, then if you set as temporary, it means like every single time you want to use access to passphrase accounts, you have to go through the same flow as the same step you did when you initially set up the passphrase. Every single time you connect the device. That's why it's actually easier to attach it to a pin. So this way you don't have to every single time go into like passphrase and type in the passphrase. You can just use your passphrase pin when you unlock the device, and then you'll have access to your accounts. It's just a time saver, but it depends on what security model you want. I prefer the pin personally. I think like it's not super safe to have to type the passphrase into the device every single time, in my opinion, because someone could be watching, or I don't know, trade-offs, I guess.
yep. And just make sure to not set it up with the same pin you're using for your recovery phrase. Otherwise, you will lose access to your recovery phrase and you have to set it up again. So make sure you have two different pins, one for recovery phrase and one for passphrase, so you don't get confused and get locked out of your funds.
Right.
Next is Mr. JWLL. Hello, I bought a ledger from Amazon, and because I heard website is I supposed to buy it. No, it's okay. You can buy ledger device from Amazon, Best Buy, and I think other stores. But as long as you set up the device and then get the recovery phrase by yourself, note it down by yourself, and connect the ledger live to ledger device to ledger live, and if the genuine check goes through, then you're good to go. You're safe to use the device because a fake or a tampered device won't pass the genuine check, and then you have your answer.
Yeah, make sure when you connect the device for the first time, the device shows the welcome screen, right? If it shows the
Yeah.
pin screen, then the device has been tampered with. It means that someone set up the device, and now they're waiting for you to send, to use the accounts that they already set up in the device, and then they'll steal your funds. But if you see welcome, like ledger logo followed by welcome screen, then you're good.
Yep. Exactly. Next is JFab.
Yeah, I think
With
he's.
JFab.
It's oops. Oh, sorry, JFab. I accidentally hid your message. If you don't mind reposting. I think
Transaction ID.
he was sending a transaction. Yeah, but another thing you could do, Jay, is maybe reach out to us via tickets. Although if you don't mind reposting, then we can take a look at the transaction. But if you want to do it in a more private way, you might want to reach out to us via email and just share your email. Your ticket ID. Yeah, so we can get back to you. Okay, so here's the transaction. I think that's the transaction that you shared earlier today. Yeah. Well, I can see the transaction was successful, but it doesn't look like a staking transaction just because like XRP is not a proof of stake network, so you cannot stake using XRP, right?
Yeah.
So if someone asks you to send coins somewhere to stake it, promising rewards or things like that, they were probably trying to scam you. So if that's the case, then that person that got the coins will, I mean, most likely not send them back if they have bad intentions. But again, we'll need to have a little more context on what happened here. But again,
Yep.
like there is no staking on XRP, so be very careful, guys. If you XRP, yeah, there is no, you cannot stake XRP coins.
Yeah.
So anyone promising you to stake your coins is lying to you.
Yeah. You can stake Flare coins, which is a new airdrop on the for the XRP people, but not XRP itself.
Yeah. Okay. I think
Yeah, I think that's it for.
I think that's it for today. What else can we say, Prince? What else
We
is
can
new?
talk about the fake Ledger Live apps that have been going around and
Yeah, go
scamming
for it.
users.
Go for it.
So, guys, we have seen Ledger support too slow. Yeah, so Jake, if you want, you can ask your questions here, and we can like help you live if you want that. G. Next is Chaseway. I need a help with updating my Nano to 2.2, but I only have mobile going through the help task. So it's not possible to update the Nano X if you have and like iOS with mobile. But if you have an Android, then you can do the firmware update with the mobile for now. Because
Yeah,
this is due to Apple's Lightning restrictions, and that's not on us, and it's because due to their restrictions we cannot. It's not possible to update the apps.
and I think if you don't have an Android device, then that's fine. You can borrow someone's computer. You borrow someone's computer for like an afternoon or something like that. Download Ledger Live, connect your device to Ledger Live, do the firmware updates, and then uninstall. You don't have to do anything else with the computer. Then you uninstall Ledger Live from the computer, and then you grab your device and you go. And that's all. It's completely safe, right? As long as you don't share your 24 word recovery phrase with anyone, you'll be fine.
G Wang is saying, I am in China and desktop Windows is not working. So, G, this is due to the local restrictions that have been put by the government of your region. And unfortunately, we cannot do much about this. If you can try using Ledger Live Mobile, maybe that will help. And, or maybe you can let us know which apps, which crypto assets you're managing, and we can suggest you like any third party apps that can be used. Okay, Chase is saying, okay, thank you. I've been worried about this for months. Huh? No, it's okay. It's nothing to worry. Just a firmware update. You can just, yeah, as Dan said, you can just borrow a computer and connect your device and then update. G is saying I have to use VPN. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the only option, unfortunately, right now for Chinese users.
Mhm. Next is Cascu. Currency Romanian does not work on Ledger Live app, desktop and mobile. So I think we can escalate this to our dev team, and they can look at maybe, and they'll help you out. So they'll update, make the changes, and then update it. Because this is something that we cannot make it do it by ourselves, but we can escalate this feedback to our dev, and they can then fix it for you.
Yeah.
Maybe in next version of Ledger Live, it will be fixed. Next is Chase. Can I send ICX to my Ledger? So ICX, I think.
ICX icon, right?
I can't. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
think
won't be
I think
sure.
so. Chase, can you confirm that that's what you're talking about, right? Icon.
There were a lot of same ticker symbols, so
Yeah. I do think if it's icon, then I think you can go via a third party wallet.
yeah, there's an Iconix wallet. So basically, your Ledger device supports the Iconix token, but the Ledger Live app that you see doesn't support the network for the moment. But don't worry, you can still connect your Ledger device to a third-party app called Iconix Wallet by a Connect Wallet button, and then you can create the first Ledger ICX address and then send your funds to it, and then it'll be protected by your Ledger device.
Okay, perfect.
And we also have a Help Center article that explains. So if you want, I can link it, and you can check it out.
Cool. And so this slide is very helpful. Thanks, Chase. Yeah, that's exactly why we're doing those lives, so you guys can have immediate like answers to your questions, because we know that you guys are getting frustrated because of the response time on email, and that's why like we thought, okay, we're gonna do those live sessions more often, so you guys can just ask all the questions that you want, get everything out of the way, and yeah, and it's also
Not
like
get
nice.
scammed.
Yeah. And again, like guys, don't do anything crazy. Like don't share your 24 word recovery phrase. I think that's well, that's the basics, right? Don't share your 24 word
Yeah.
recovery phrase. But Also, like if you have some doubts, like you're about to do a transaction but you're not sure what you're doing exactly, or like there's something at the back of your mind that's telling you that oh maybe that's dangerous, why don't you hold on for a second, then wait for those lives, and then ask us the questions directly, and
Yeah.
then then we'll let you know, and we'll say okay, well that seems okay, or this is dangerous, or like you don't do it. Yeah, we just want to be closer to the community and just put a face on support as well, and also give you like faster answer. So that's why we're doing those lives.
Then be doing it every day of the week on any one of the channels. So yeah, I'm definitely going to make up a YouTube video about this because this is helpful. Okay, thank
Awesome,
you.
thanks a lot, Chase. Prince, you were talking about fake ledger
Fake,
live.
yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, these days we have seen a lot of fake Ledger Live apps. So and it doesn't you don't even have to download it. Like it just opens a new link on your browser, and then it will just ask you to enter your 24-word seed phrase. So first, please download the official Ledger Live desktop app from our website. That's ledger.com. And yeah, and it will never ask you to enter your 24-word seed phrase. The only place you guys enter the 24-word seed phrase is your device and device only. Next is you do not share your 24-word seed phrase with us. Like as a Ledger, we don't need your 24-word seed phrase. And yeah, what else? I think G has a question. Update should use iPhone by Bluetooth. By Bluetooth, it's a little difficult because the size of the firmware gets bigger each time, and yeah, it takes a lot of time to send the data from your phone via Bluetooth to from a device to your Bluetooth. So it'll take. So it's not possible for the moment, but our teams are working on it. Yes, definitely, and it might come in future as well because we know like for iOS users it's difficult to update their firmware. So definitely, this is something that we are working on, but no yet at the moment.
Yeah, the best is just a computer, like a regular computer. If you want to update the firmware, it's just the easiest for now, at least.
Mhm. Or maybe you can just borrow someone's Android phone and connect your device to it. Like it will not take any of your private keys or funds away from you. It's just like you're connecting to a Ledger Live app. That's all. So we can do that. Next is Chase again. Can we send LCX to Ledger? What's
So what is
LCX?
LCX?
I'm gonna check for him.
There's so many coins, so many coins.
Oh, the name of the token is also LCX, and the token ticker is also LCX,
Okay.
and it's the ERC20 coin. You can, if you confirm Chase, then you can check for you.
Yeah, the name of the project, Chase, if you have that available.
I think it's also
Because there
LCX.
is
Yeah.
so many coins, so many tickers, and some of them have the same ticker, so it's a little difficult to navigate.
And I'll just put the link to the token. If it's that, then yes, it is supported. I guess. I'll just check this once again, so I don't give you a wrong answer. Like usually, all the tokens, ERC20 tokens, are supported by the device. It's just that Ledger Live won't support it, and you just need to use third-party app until we support it. And then once it is supported, you will see it in Ledger Live automatically. You don't even have to do anything. So, okay, that was the wrong link I was using.
Okay, and Chase is saying just partner with HBAR. Yeah, so HBAR, yeah, so we know the process to get onboarded with HBAR accounts is a little painful right now because you have to go first through Hashpack, right? And then you
Mhm.
have to add this account to Ledger Live. And that's because like Ledger is not an official onboarding method right now to the Hedera network. Maybe in the future, but for now you have to go through authorized onboarding services like Hashback. So that's the reason why there's this two-step process. I think eventually we'll, if the community continue growing, we'll have HBAR direct onboarding to Hedera accounts, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the token, if I'm just putting the link to this token, and if you're referring to this LCX token, then yes, it is supported, and you can send it to your Ethereum account, and then it will show under your parent Ethereum, under your Ethereum balance, basically. And uh, try sending a small test amount first, and once you see the transaction is successful, then transfer all your assets, so you don't lose any part of your assets, basically.
All right. Prince, do you want to reset the room real quick for the last 5 minutes?
Yep. So, guys, we are like I'm Prince from Ledger CS along with Dan, who's also working for CS, and we are here to answer your questions. If you got any questions about crypto, about Ledger devices, projects, blockchains, anything, you can ask us live, and then yeah, we'll try to answer them as fast as possible. And if you have any ticket numbers you're trying to like every open support tickets that you have with us and you're waiting for reply, you can and it's long time, then you can drop them as well, and we can escalate it for you and expedite this for you. So yeah, that also is possible. And yeah, NVM it an ETH token. Okay, I'm done with the question. Okay, yeah, so that token is supported, and you can send it to your Ledger Ethereum address, Chase. Yeah, not to worry. Next is Danny McFly. Good evening. When HBAR native staking or with hashback? It's coming, guys. It's coming. Our devs are almost, not almost, but they're working on it, and it should be completed pretty soon. If there's no bugs and everything, then yeah, it should be easy, and then it will be supported. Then it will be faster for you. But then now, no ETA as always. But yeah, we're working on it. It's on the roadmap for sure, definitely. Even HTS tokens are also on the roadmap, so they both I think should be coming together as well. Guri is back. Thank you. I tested it now with my temporary passphrase, and I got it now. Okay.
Cool.
Nice. Next is bye bye Chase. Yeah, Chase already done. Bye bye Autumn Bye. Is there any latest firmware updates for Nano Ledger? Yes, there are. I think I just check out the firmware list.
Yeah, we have a page on the Help Center that will give you the latest firmware version for each device. The Nano X is 2.02, I think.
Yeah, Nano S is 2.1.0.
2.1.0. Okay.
Yes, for Nano S, and on Nano S Plus, just check.
1.0.4, I think, right?
Could be, so yes, I think so. Man, it's like so much of data we have to process, guys. So
yeah, well, it's crazy that we can remember this kind of stuff. But I guess it's sorted out. Well, I think it's 1.0.4 and NX is 2.0.2, I think.
Yep, it's 1.0.4, yes. And NX is 2.0.2, yes. That's true as well. Next is Chase Way. Once I update my ledger, then I can send it over. Thanks for the help. Yes, yeah, you can send it. Even you can, like, if you can update and send, and you can send and then update, it won't matter. But just make sure you select the right Ethereum address and choose the right network, so that you don't send your tokens to a wrong address. You lose your tokens basically. Next is Chasing. Hi guys, do you delete an unwanted NFT to Polygon on Ledger? Okay, so scam NFTs. Dan, you want to take it?
Okay, I'll take that one. You cannot delete it, but you can just leave it in your account, and that's fine. It's not gonna compromise your account. Just don't touch it. Don't try to move it. Don't go on OpenSea to look at the profile of the NFT and click on links, because those are probably phishing links that will try to get your 24-word recovery phrase. What you can do, however, if you want to make it disappear from Ledger Live, you just click on it, right click on it in Ledger Live, and then you can just hide it. And then it will be gone from Ledger Live, you don't have to see it again. And that's it. That's the safest way you can do it. Also, make sure that the reason why someone might send you a NFT is because they want to poison your transaction history in Ledger Live. Okay, so they send you an NFT, now their address appears in your transaction history in your account in Ledger Live. Now they're hoping that you get a little lazy and negligent, and then instead of sending to an address you normally send to, you will phish the scammer's address from your transaction history and send them funds by mistakes. This is called address poisoning. It's a very common scam nowadays. Be careful. Again, just make sure when you send or receive coins, don't grab your address, an address from your transaction history, but go through the send or receive flow. Click the buttons in Ledger Live, and you'll be safe.
Next is I missed one. Danny McFly says thanks. You're welcome, Danny.
You're welcome.
Next is by Autumn By. Perfect. Thanks, Prince and Dan. You're welcome. Next is Mike Mene. Quick question. My Ledger Nano X was compromised and poisoned. Would setting it up with a new seed phrase fix that? So the answer is yes, but I just want to confirm what you mean by poisoning, because the device cannot be poisoned. It's like either the 24-word seed phrase is exposed, and that's how it can compromise the device. But yeah, you can just set up a device with a new 24-word seed phrase after setting it to factory settings, and then it will be completely safe to use. But it's again like just a new device.
But it's also like a lot of work, right? Doing this, like if by it's been poisoned, you just mean that you receive a transaction to an account.
Yeah.
Then don't worry too much about it. Your accounts
Yeah,
are
it's
not
unwanted.
Yeah.
They are unwanted NFTs on Matic network, he's saying.
Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just hide them in Ledger Live, but also be very careful when you send coins or receive coins, do not grab like addresses from your transaction ID, because this is how the scammers will try to get you to send funds to them. So yeah, this is how the scam works.
Yeah. So don't worry. Like as long as you've not interacted with this scam NFTs, your assets are safe. And if you've not shared your 24-word seed phrase anywhere on online on some link or something, then your device is safe. But yeah, if you have some doubts and maybe by mistake you interacted with it or something like that, then you can of course send all your funds to an exchange, set up the device with a new 24-word seed phrase, delete all the old accounts, add all the new accounts, and then transfer back your assets. But again, that's a lot of work. So
It's a lot of work, yeah.
yeah.
And you might get
So
poisoned again, right? Because like the hacker might be like, okay, well, here's like I can see the transaction, so I'm just gonna follow the guy, and then keep sending to the new accounts as well. And in this case, it's just a never-ending process where you're just gonna create new accounts, new recovery phrases, but you always end up getting poisoned. I get poisoned as well. I don't know if Prince you got poisoned, but I got poisoned recently.
no, I'm not getting poisoned yet because
Yeah.
I'm not that much on Ethereum and Binance. I guess that's all.
Right, yeah. I think eventually everyone will get poisoned. It's just something that will just happen because, those very cheap blockchains,
Yeah.
it's very easy to poison addresses, right? You just go on the Block Explorer, you sample like 1,000 different addresses, and then,
Hmm.
the fees are almost zero. So you just send like some random tokens or NFT to all of these addresses, and then you've poisoned everyone. So eventually, everybody will get poisoned eventually. But again, like, yeah, it's
But
okay.
yeah, but I think we'll be working on something like at
Mhm.
least for zero value transactions. We are working on trying to filter them out from the transaction history, so people don't copy paste the address and lose their assets. But for NFTs, we can't do much because see, since it's on the blockchain and yeah, even since they don't have any values, you cannot filter them out so easily. So
Mhm.
next is T-Kid. Are there any videos on how to connect to Discord using Ledger? Oh, we don't have it, but we can create one.
Yeah,
Like how
why
to
not?
connect to this, because I think we need to like do some verification with the Ledger device, and then they'll be able to
Yeah.
join the servers.
I wonder if she means or he means like using collab land, maybe like how to authenticate to some servers. Maybe
Could be, could be.
that's what they mean. Cool. I mean, I think that's the end. Well, it's been an hour.
Yeah, that's done. I don't see any questions. So guys, if you have any questions, oh, now it's already time. So next time when we come back, we can prepare your questions and we'll just answer them live like this. To verify the NFT, okay, I think he's serving on Genesis Pass.
Oh, got it. Okay, to verify the NFT. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think we'll take note, and the next video will not be about that. I think the next video is going to be about how to detect scams. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe the one after that will be about Discord. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, then if you have, I think if you have any still having issues, maybe we can create a help center article. That would be a
Mm-hmm.
quicker way, and
Yep.
then we can share it with you, and then you can follow the steps from there, and yeah, get your account verified, NFT verified, basically.
Totally.
So that's it. Okay, guys. Then this is it. This is us from the SCS team signing out. And if you guys have any questions, you can reach out to us on different lives, which we do on different platforms. So tomorrow we're gonna do same on Twitter page, like on our Twitter account, from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. CET. Unfortunately, I won't be there, but my colleagues will be there and they'll be assisting you. Same, you can ask, but then Twitter is way better because you can come to the stage and you can ask it live, and we can hear your voice and everything. So it will be more interactive and more close to the users. So
Yeah.
try joining it, and then if you have any issues, any unwanted questions, or any something is going on your mind, or no scams or something, you're not sure should I interact with it or not. So yeah, we just help you out, and that's what we are trying to be more proactive rather than reactive, and that's why this is something which new we've started now.
Okay. And we'll be back on YouTube next Monday, right?
Monday, yes, same 4 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah, 4 or 5 p.m. But yeah,
Yeah.
it will be scheduled on YouTube.
And Tuesday again, we'll be back on YouTube. Wednesdays, we do it on Twitter, but just live updates what we had since last week, all the developments that we saw around the ecosystem. And Thursday again, just YouTube like this, and Twitter on Friday. So yeah, one event at least once a day. So at least you guys have someone to reach out and live support and not wait for the emails and things.
Perfect. Thanks, Prince, for that. Guys, take care. Don't share your recovery phrase. Again, beware of scammers, fake accounts, and everything. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.